Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So as you know, The Sims 4 dropped their horse expansion last week. Obviously I jumped right on it, and my first task was to create JD, and of course 2 of my horses and Archie. Unfortunately in The Sims you can't have a giant family. I think the max is 6, so I had to pick and choose who to make. I'm sure you know who I chose. So that's what I'm doing today. I am creating JD. I am creating my horses, and I'm gonna speed it up so it's not so tedious, but I wanted you guys to see how I did this. Before we get started, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing because I would love to have you. Okay, let's get right into this. Okay, and here is a picture of JD as kind of my reference photo. Obviously, it's a lot more difficult considering JD is pixels and The Sims are not. But I just kind of wanted to find something that would have the same characteristics as JD has, and just kind of, you know, give her enough resemblance that you can recognize, oh, okay, I know who that is. So I'm kind of looking through these hairstyles. I really like this kind of loose side braid. I think it's really pretty, and the bangs kind of do the same thing on the bangs of JD. So I thought that worked. Now, as far as her blonde color, that platinum blonde, I think matches perfectly. And my Minecraft character does not have eyebrows, but these eyebrows I thought were nice. Not too dark, nicely shaped, and match her face. So for her eyes, I kind of went with the softer blue. The bright blue was just way too much. And light makeup. I mean, JD I don't think would wear a lot of makeup. Just enough to kind of accentuate her natural features. So that's what I went with here. Now, as far as clothes, they actually have a decent selection. I wish there were more to choose from, but I ended up finding something I liked and that I thought resembled JD, and here it is. I really like the plaid and the kind of softer pink tones. She's got muddy boots and torn jeans, because I mean, that's what happens when you're on the ranch all day caring for your animals. This is very much what I would picture JD to look like in The Sims. So I'm happy with the outcome. Here is kind of her show outfit. I love these jeans because of this is so cute, and it matches the shirt really, really well. And I think the hat kind of ties it all together with the nice belt buckle there. So I thought it was cute. Workout clothes, I mean, just basic, you know, whatever. The leggings are cute. These are her pajamas. I personally would never sleep in a hoodie. I would feel like I would get like tangled in it or something, but this looks so comfortable. So for this dress, I love this hairstyle. It is so pretty, but the dress, the color combination definitely reminds me of the Minecraft skin. So that's why I went with this, and it's really pretty. I love it. And of course I had to have the turquoise accents, you know, because why not? And then the shoes kind of tie in the red. And this is her swimsuit. This is a super cute swimsuit. I would love to have this in real life, to be honest. Really adorable. And then hot weather, just some, I like these shorts because the bandana belt is really cute. And this, I don't even know what happened here. This is a complete mess. But I did like the jeans with the plaid on the bottom, but this, I mean, I don't even know. It doesn't match. Oh well, this is what I came up with. So here's the horse. So obviously, first horse is Venture. Now they did have some blue roan options, but they weren't good enough. So I decided to paint Venture myself. Here's a reference photo of her on the bottom right, and I'm just kind of going with the paintbrush here, trying to grab different colors. And then I noticed, okay, trying to make these highlights on the body is not working out. This just looks like splotches. So I tried to kind of even it out. Still didn't work. So eventually I just kind of go all over and, okay, you know what? It's going to be one flat color. It is what it is. Oh well. Next thing to accomplish is blending carefully the black on the head, down the neck. And eventually, as time went on, I did get a little bit better at doing this. It took me quite a few tries though. I had to go back in over with the blue, back in over with the black, and just kind of go back and forth until it looked a little bit more seamless. Now, in no way did I get a flawless, you know, blend. I am not very good at this, but the end result I am pretty satisfied with, and I think overall I did a decent job. And don't worry, I do eventually fix those splotches. So we've got a pretty good base going here. I go back in over the head and neck and just make sure that these are blending good enough, that there's no rough lines. And again, I'm going back to her legs. I did spend a lot of time doing this because, like I said, there was like splotches and it was kind of annoying me. So more touching up, and then I go to the face. So Venture's nose is completely pink. So I went in with the pink and kind of made sure that her whole snout was that color, and then started with the white. And she's got the bald face. So I tried to stay as close to her markings as I can with the pixels, but went in with the white. And as I'm adding more layers, she's coming more and more to life. And at this point, I'm like, oh my gosh, she actually looks like Venture. This is really exciting. She's looking so pretty. And then with her nose, I did go back and kind of blend the white with the pink more, because I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of a really harsh line right now. But before I did that, I started messing with her socks, making sure that they kind of matched the picture, or that they matched the Minecraft picture. The ones in the front were a little bit too tall, especially this right one. So just kind of brought those lines down and had to change, of course. I looked through the different mane variations and the ears. There are quite a few options. Gave her her blue eyes, and this is the end result. So for her, I chose that she is free spirit because she's brave. And then the next one I kind of struggled with, but I went with independent because I think that Venture is all of those things. And I do regret making her a quarter horse. I don't know why I did that because she's not. I mean, in my mind, she's not. But anyway, this is how she ended up looking. I think she's really, really good. Now, the second horse I made is Magic, of course. This is a pretty good base horse already for him. I didn't really do a lot to change the base coat color. I kind of wish I would have now because Magic is not quite as orange, but this dorsal stripe, oh my gosh, it gave me so much trouble. As you can see, I'm just scribbling all over his back. It's horrible. But there's really no good way to get an overhead view. So I did eventually figure out that if I go into this mode here, I can get a little bit of an easier view. So by no means did this turn out perfect. It definitely could use more work, but I did what I could. So the other trait that Magic has are his stripes on his leg. He's got those stripes right above his markings on his legs. So I went in with kind of the brown color and put those in. I do eventually change that, but anyway. So now I'm working on his face. He has the very dark muzzle, so I added that. And then around his eyes as well, he's got the dark coloration. So I went ahead and added that in too, and then inside his ears. It kind of just gives him more of the Magic character. So right here, I'm working on bringing the color up his legs. I was like, you know what? This is not high enough. These need to be higher. Now, the more I did this, the more I was like, oh my gosh, I'm completely ruining it. But it's kind of like a trust the process situation. Like when you watch Bob Ross paint, you're like, oh, he just ruined the whole thing, but then it turns out awesome. So anyway, I'm kind of going in again. Same thing like with Venture's legs. A little bit of brown, a little bit of black, a little bit of brown, lighter and lighter until it kind of blends more cleanly. Not perfect, again, by any means, not perfect, but this is already looking better than the original leg markings I had, so I was happy with it. And then here I am adding the stencil for the stripes, and I am happy with this result. I think it looks nice. So now for his face marking. He's got a little snip on his nose, so I started with white and kind of went in there and tried to see the shape of the marking on the Minecraft horse. And as you can see, I'm trying to curve it. Okay, that looks pretty close. Then I realized, wait, it needs to be pink, not white, because it's skin. So I took the pink and I went ahead and went back over it and then added just a light white shade over that. I'm not completely thrilled with how that ended up looking, but it is on his face, so I had to have it. Then I needed his star, and oop, I left him a freckle. But I had to get rid of his forelock so that I could actually see where to place the star on his head. And I think that star turned out really natural looking. And then here I am fixing that weird freckle I accidentally left him. But yeah, this is the end result for Magic. I didn't really do much changed his body shape. I made him a Mustang, which is fine with me. I think it's a good breed for Magic. I just regret making Venture a quarter horse. He should have been some sort of jumping breed, but oh well. I added the white mark on his right front hoof. Unfortunately, you can't change just one color hoof. I would have made that one the lighter color, but you can't do that, so he's just gonna have 4 black hooves. Oh well. So for his traits, I went with intelligent because Magic is very smart in the way he can escape his pen and do all his shenanigans. He is also brave, and I think that he is pretty mellow. I'm sure Oren would disagree. So I did make Archie too, and this is the end result of him. I didn't record the process. As you can see, he's got a really small head and a really big body, but that's because my real life Archie looks almost exactly like this. I'm gonna post a picture right next to him so you can see. And here is JD and the horses in game. I think it's so cute. Seeing them interact together is really funny. And then here's Venture playing with a ball. Oh, it's so cute. And here is JD holding Archie. He's a little bit too small, but it's close enough. And she loves him, of course. Eventually, I'm gonna get some animals in here, some cows and llamas, and then obviously some chickens. I gotta get Rockstar up in here. I love Rockstar so much. So that's pretty much it. That's gonna be my starter family for JD in The Sims. Please let me know down in the comments if you want to see more of JD with the horses and kind of watch the training process and eventually breed and see what foal we get. I think that would be really fun. There's agility things I could do with Archie, and right here JD is going on her first canter with Venture. It's a pretty successful ride considering the first time she got bucked off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.